Okay, welcome back from the mid-season break. Here we are at Bathurst at the McLaren. So change of car, amazing livery again by Adams. Yeah, away we go. Let's hop on board, and I'll just turn on the telemetry, and we'll start a lap around this. Either you love it or you hate it. Map at Bathurst. Alright, so to start off with, equal conditions, late morning settings, because we're not sure about what's to come. Soft tyres, and brake balance -1 to the front for this lap. Let's crack on. So braking about here, so kind of between the 50 and the 100 meter board, so roughly 75 to 80 meters. All the lovely photographer there. Tucked in, trail braking into the apex, and then just bleeding on the power, or bringing on the power. It's not brakes, and just make sure we get traction here. So down the second, got longer gearing ratios than the Honda for this car. Up the hill, first sector I know, about 19 seconds is on the quicker side. This escape road here on the left is your braking zone here. Some cars can go a little bit deeper, but we're not worried about them. Down to third, you can use second if you get a little bit of rotation, but the idea is to get it over that little crest in the hill to help you tuck you in, and this apex will kind of, or the curbing, if you just have it just inside the curbing, will help pull you around. Sometimes if you get on the curbing here, you can unsettle the car a bit. Just using all the track width on the outside, coming out the mountain. This little, again, the side entry, or side road, is the turning point. To be safe, you can lift off just a little, or you can go flat stick, but I hold it to right at that apex of that kink, kind of, and letting the car drift out, and then getting tucked in. So down to first, get that rotation. On the second, be very careful with traction there. It can bite you, so you can go straight in that wall on the left there. So just build up your confidence. Second gear, 70-80% throttle, up to 90. Again, fresh tyres, lap 3. It's supposed to be flat stick now for all the way to Skyline. Using all the way down to the Gr3 here. Tucked in, use a bit of this curb here, it actually helps get the car a little bit to the left. Way out on the curb. So just here, so you see the lift there, about half throttle, quarter throttle off. This just stops the car from getting airborne, and the start of the curbing is you're starting to angle your car a little bit in, not full turn, just a little bit of steering angle in. Then, as soon as that settles, you'll see it back on the fast lap. I'm back on the throttle full. Using the curb straighten it, tuck it over to the left hand side, using this extra road here. So this is where the tricky part of the MR car gets in. The car is pretty stable. Can try a bit of brake balance. So some cars can go flat over the crest, then brake. MRs we want to just ease it off a little bit to begin with, and then focus on getting off throttle and just braking in straight lines down the hill. So off throttle here, getting it tucked into the right, and you're looking almost like a straight line right now. So cracking down the gears, down the second. Careful, only brake in straight lines hard. If you're not in a straight line, if you're trying to turn as well, it's going to understeer either side. So, and the McLaren here, once you get it tucked into the right, I found using third gear to be pretty stable. For this, if you're down in first or second, it can spin off to the left, as I'm sure if you've done any practice laps, you can attest to. So I get a third, bring on the power, and as soon as that rear, like the squat after the dip hits, bring it on the throttle and flooring it out. So off the throttle just before this right kink here, and just letting the car roll a bit, and just trail braking, kind of just easing the brakes on and off all the way down into the. So trail brakes into the apex, first and the second to get the drive out and the rotation. So forest elbow, make sure you're braking in a straight line again, like Skyline. I found you can, if you're in race spec, fuel saving, probably shift about here. 249 250. But I find if you hold this gear and rev it until you're at the top of kind of the crest, you'll get an extra 3 or 4 k's by the time you hit that bridge. So yeah, fuel saving, shift at the bottom of the previous hill, hot lap, or just a sprint race, yeah, top of the crest. I got the track width out of the left here, getting tucked into the right. I'm using about, you see I'm off the throttle about now, so probably about 125 meters. Hard on the brakes, down in the second, get that rotation, get the drive out, careful of traction, up in the third, using all the track limits, up the Armorall Bridge. So you can use the end of the red and white curbing here on your left for the entrance to the pits. It's a good indicator. Or yeah, I'll say about 70 meters. On the brakes, trail braking into the apex, getting it in. Second gear out, watch your traction, straight lining it. And there's a 2 at 1.3. Yeah, so now I'll leave you with a lap, B not talking. So yeah, good luck everyone for the round. Get your practice in.